This video is sponsored by Dyson. The year is 2022. The concept of remote work has become widely adopted. The term metaverse is making headlines everywhere. And while the actual metaverse doesn't really exist right now, what we do have is the hardware that may take us there. For those unfamiliar, this is the Oculus Quest 2, a $300 standalone VR headset, meaning you don't need a fancy computer to use it. And it's totally wireless. And what's awesome is I can easily capture what I'm seeing inside the headset because my computer and the Quest are connected to the same network. There's so many things you can do in VR. You can play games, you can watch videos, and you can hang out with friends. I think one area in VR that's largely been untapped is shopping, and that's what today's video is focused on. This VR shopping experience called Dyson Demo VR. It's a free app available in the Oculus store, and let's jump in and explore. We're first greeted with a note from Sir James Dyson, who is the founder of the company.
For Dyson engineers, breakthroughs in technology always come by questioning, testing, often trying what seems like the wrong solution. It leads to radical invention. We're risk-taking all the time. If you always do what you know is going to work, then okay, you'll have less failure, but you'll never make a quantum leap. That's why we're constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
All right, here we are in the main screen. As you can see in front of me, there is the Corral, which is the straightener, there's the Supersonic, which is the hair dryer, and there's the Air App, which is the styler. And there's a giant video wall back there playing some behind the scenes footage. And then if I swivel around, I see some actual real Dyson schematics that they've put in this experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on Corral. And you'll notice it has this exploding view, gives me some details of the product, and I'm gonna click Start Interactive Experience. So this is the Dyson Corral, and as you can see, I can move it around in VR like this. I can actually let go of it and inspect it like this. And then what's cool is I can pull the trigger on the controller, and it's pretty satisfying to see this happening while I'm pulling the controller, and it's instantly responsive. And yes, I can totally switch hands and do the same thing with my left hand, but since I'm right-handed, I'm gonna hold it in my right hand. You see this hair sample here? Not only does it respond to physics like this, as you can see me rocking it back and forth, but I can go ahead and clamp the hair in here and use the Corral to straighten this hair sample in virtual reality. Dyson is using the actual CAD models that they've developed in-house in this VR experience. So this Corral is a one-to-one replica of what it looks like in real life. All right, I'm gonna put the Corral back on its stand. It goes automatically, and then let's jump into the Air Wrap. Again, same sort of thing, video playing in the background. I'm just gonna pause that. If I look around, there are, again, real Dyson schematics that are just sort of hovering back there. And then in front of me is a handful of attachments. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Air App like so, and then let's pick this attachment, and I'll go ahead and place it on here. And there is another hair sample here, but notice you have some dials here, so I can change the airflow speed, change the temperature speed, and then change it to a thermal view as well. And if I pull the trigger, I've got some airflow. So I'm gonna change this to gentle, and let's do high temperature, and then we can change it to thermal view. And then I'm gonna go and put the Air Wrap against this hair and should be able to style it like so. So I'm gonna go all the way up like this. And that is what would happen if you use this Air Wrap in real life. All right, let's jump into the last product in the demo, the Dyson Supersonic. Like the Air Wrap, we have a handful of attachments here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Supersonic, but what's cool here is the attachments that you grab. I'm gonna put that on like so. As you can see, gentle air attachment, fast yet gentle styling for fine hair and sensitive scalps. So Dyson has a little blurb for all of these attachments when you're using the Supersonic, which is cool. And then again, you have the hair sample over here and more schematics as I look around. And let's turn on the Supersonic. As you can see, it's turned on, indicated by the pink air strip. And I'm gonna leave these here for now, but we can go ahead and just blow dry this hair. And as you can see, we have nice blow dried hair. Dyson engineers genuinely use VR when they're building and creating products at Dyson. Here's a clip of Sir James Dyson explaining some of the benefits of using VR at Dyson.
You could sit inside a prototype and you could look out of the window, you could look around you and see the completed car. It's an extraordinary tool. You may think of online selling as a one-way experience, but of course we do one-to-one sales online and live demonstrations from engineers. It's just a much, much better experience of understanding what a product is, what's inside it, and what it can do, and seeing it operating in a very, very realistic way.
Now, just to show you how true to life these models are, I've actually got a Supersonic here in the studio. I'll show you. This physical version looks identical to the digital version in the Oculus. Obviously, the digital version doesn't weigh anything and I can't actually feel the airflow. In terms of size and shape, this is a direct one-to-one model. And yes, while I know you can't actually check out in the Dyson Demo VR app right now, I think an experience like this gives new meaning to try before you buy. I bet a handful of you watching this video probably bought something online recently. Now imagine getting to see it in 3D like this before it arrives at your doorstep or before you decide to purchase it at all. Think of the applications for shopping like this. Buying a new pair of shoes, maybe touring a house, maybe sitting in the driver's seat of a new car you want to buy. Of course, seeing something in person is always better. Nothing can replace physically interacting with a product. This is as real as it gets. But what if there's no Dyson demo store in your city? The idea of getting to see products like this without having to leave your house feels like it has big potential. I have yet to see another company put this much effort into a VR shopping experience and leave it to Dyson to incorporate hair physics and actual CAD files. Dyson told me that they're incorporating more of their products into this experience, like vacuums and some of the purifiers, so you'll eventually be able to interact with those as well. Again, the Dyson Demo VR app is free to download on the Oculus Store, and if you have a Quest 2, you should definitely download this and check it out. Also, leave a comment if you have one of these or any Dyson products. I'm curious what you have. Thank you so much to Dyson for being an awesome partner and supporting the channel, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more Dyson content this year. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.